Most of the loyalty of the samurai toward their master, which they showed by sacrificing their lives, was a pretense of loyalty that they showed in order to make a living. First reason for this is the social system. At that time, Japan maintained a distinct class system of samurai and commoners, and being a samurai came with many privileges. First, they were able to form a family with a name. Second, they could receive farmland from the master to provide their living. And thirdly, they were allowed to kill a commoner at any time without anyone's permission or reason. From a commoner's point of view, when they encountered a samurai, they would cower in fear of being struck by the samurai's sword. Even if a samurai asked for a wife or daughter, the commoner couldn't say no. Commoners lived a life of slavery and could not own land, possess titles, or have a name. This status was principally hereditary. To the Japanese, becoming a samurai was a lifelong dream. Commoners risked their lives in battle as mercenaries to become samurai, and samurai fought tirelessly on the battlefield to keep their samurai status. So, how did they become samurai? It was entirely up to the master. If the master simply said, "You are a samurai," from that day on, he became a samurai, received farmland, and was provided food, clothing, and shelter, and his descendants were able to live as samurai for generations. On the other hand, if the master tells a samurai to stop being a samurai, the farmland they owned will be confiscated, and their descendants would have to live a miserable life for generations. The master was an all-powerful ruler to the samurai. Samurai dared not go against the master's will, and disobedience of orders was unthinkable. Thus, whether he was genuinely loyal, or at least pretending to be loyal, he was able to hold the status of a samurai. If the samurai's actions were not to the liking of the master for any reason, pretending to be loyal and responsible samurai, he would have to commit suicide so that their descendants can maintain their samurai status at least. Otherwise, he would be executed. And their families would also be executed or fall into a life of slavery. The second reason is the social environment. It was the Warring States period, and there was war every day. Every time there was a war, relatives died, friends died, and there were countless dead bodies scattered. Death was a big part of life, and they had to live with the realization that they could die at any time. According to the genealogy of the Shimazu family in Kyushu, the males died around the age of 18. Expecting longevity was almost impossible. The third reason is religion. Their religion was Buddhism, and Buddhism's theory of reincarnation had a great influence on their life. As they witnessed death every day, they firmly believed they were reborn. They also believed that they could be reborn as descendants of their own family in the future, depending on their attitude. These points created an environment in which samurai could pretend to be loyal to their masters and easily gave up their lives.